Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the government is committed to farmers' welfare and with the policies and intent addressing FICCI Convention. Prime Minister says agri reforms have bridged the gap between various sectors, encouraging investments, modernization of mandis and digital platforms have opened up options for farmers. Prime Minister Modi stresses on the visionary government encouraging participation from stakeholders, appeals for investment in rural areas to reap benefits, says private investment hasn't explored agri sector enough. Priority to saving maximum lives during the pandemic has shown positive results, says Prime Minister Modi, adds that India has market, manpower and capacity to work in mission mode. Prime Minister Modi to address Climate Ambition Summit hosted by the UN and UK to mark the 5th anniversary of the adoption of the Paris Agreement. The summit aims to bring together leaders to deliver on the Paris Agreement and make new commitments to tackle climate change. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar says the situation at the line of actual control this year is disturbing as the other side did not abide by agreements or bringing forces to LAC, says it has seriously impacted public sentiments regarding China. And the US FDA approves emergency use of Pfizer's COVID vaccine. President Trump announces through a tweet video, says the vaccine will be free for all Americans. Hello and welcome to the newscast. I'm Amritpal Singh. Our top story: Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered the inaugural address at FICCI's 93rd annual general meeting and annual convention via video conferencing today. Addressing the event, the Prime Minister stressed that India prioritized saving lives during the pandemic, making policies and taking actions oriented towards that. He stressed that India gave top priority to save people's lives and the world is seeing results. Prime Minister said India's progress towards COVID vaccine development has raised a ray of hope not only in India but also at the international level.
पैंडेमिक के इस दौर में भी हमने देखा है कि आत्मनिर्भरता की तरफ बढ़ना भारत का हर कदम कैसे पूरी दुनिया को लाभ देता है। हमारे फार्मा सेक्टर ने मुश्किल समय में भी ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन को प्रभावित नहीं होने दिया। अब जब भारत वैक्सीन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के मामले में आगे बढ़ रहा है तो इससे भारत के करोड़ों जीवन को तो लाभ, सुरक्षा कवच मिलेगा ही, दुनिया के अनेक देशों में भी नई उम्मीद जगी है।
Prime Minister highlighted that in a vibrant economy, when one sector grows, its positive effect reflects on all sectors. He added that the recently rolled out agriculture reforms are an example of this principle. The Prime Minister stressed that due to these reforms, the agri sector will invite more investment and the farmers will benefit.
एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर और उससे जुड़े अन्य क्षेत्रों, चाहे वो एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, फूड प्रोसेसिंग हो, स्टोरेज हो, कोल्ड चेन हो, इनके बीच पहले हमने ही ऐसी दीवारें देखी हैं। अब ये सभी दीवारें हटाई जा रही हैं, सभी अड़चनें हटाई जा रही हैं। इन दीवारों के हटने के बाद, इन रिफॉर्म्स के बाद किसानों को नए बाजार मिलेंगे, नए विकल्प मिलेंगे, उन्हें टेक्नोलॉजी का ज्यादा लाभ मिलेगा। देश का कोल्ड स्टोरेज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आधुनिक होगा। इन सब से कृषि क्षेत्र में ज्यादा निवेश होगा।
The Prime Minister said that farm laws will empower the farmers and there will be open markets for them through APMCs.
आज भारत का एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर पहले से कहीं अधिक वाइब्रेंट हुआ है। आज भारत के किसानों के पास अपनी फसल मंडियों के साथ ही बाहर भी बेचने का विकल्प है। आज भारत में मंडियों का आधुनिकीकरण तो हो ही रहा है। किसानों को डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पर फसल खरीदने बेचने का भी विकल्प दिया है। इन सारे प्रयासों का लक्ष्य यही है कि किसानों की आय बढ़े, देश का किसान समृद्ध हो। जब देश का किसान समृद्ध होगा तो देश भी समृद्ध होगा।
And Prime Minister Modi stressed that the economic indicators are encouraging and that India has a roadmap for recovery. He assured that things are getting back on track as fast as they had worsened. He also said that the foreign investors have made record investments in FDI and PFI in India during the COVID period.
दिसंबर आते आते स्थिति बहुत बदली हुई नजर आ रही है। हमारे पास जवाब भी है और रोड मैप भी है। आज जो इकोनॉमी के इंडिकेटर्स हैं वो उत्साह बढ़ाने वाले हैं, हौसला बढ़ाने वाले हैं। संकट के समय देश ने जो सीखा है उसने भविष्य के संकल्पों को और दृढ़ किया है।
Talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, the Prime Minister reiterated that India's efforts must focus on zero defect, zero effect. He added that inefficiency must be done away with by paving ways for innovation.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान भारत में क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स बनाने और भारतीय इंडस्ट्री को और ज्यादा कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाने का भी माध्यम है। और 2014 में पहली बार जब लाल किले से मुझे बोलने का मौका मिला था, तब मैंने एक बात कही थी कि हमारा लक्ष्य रहना चाहिए जीरो डिफेक्ट, जीरो इफेक्ट। साथियों, अनुभव रहा है कि पहले के समय की नीतियों ने कई क्षेत्रों में इनएफिशिएंसी को संरक्षण दिया है, नए प्रयोग करने से रोका है। जबकि आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान हर क्षेत्र में एफिशिएंसी को बढ़ावा देता है।
The Prime Minister said that only a decisive and reformist government can remove hurdles from others' lives and can boost confidence of all the stakeholders.
सरकार जितनी निर्णायक होती है वो दूसरों के लिए अड़चनों को उतना ही कम करती है। एक निर्णायक सरकार की हमेशा कोशिश होती है कि वो समाज के लिए, राष्ट्र के लिए ज्यादा से ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूट करे। एक निर्णायक और आत्मविश्वास से भरी सरकार ये भी नहीं चाहती कि सारा कंट्रोल अपने पास रखे, दूसरों को कुछ करने ही ना दे। पहले के दौर में सरकारों की इस सोच के आप सभी साक्षी भी हैं और देश उसका शिकार भी रहा।
Prime Minister also inaugurated the virtual FICCI Annual Expo 2020. FICCI Annual Expo 2020 will continue for a period of 1 year. The virtual expo will provide an opportunity to exhibitors from across the globe to showcase their products and advance their business prospects. Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal said that startups are the backbone of New India, encouraging innovations, promoting young entrepreneurs. Addressing FICCI's annual convention virtually, Piyush Goyal said time has come for India to demonstrate its commitment of quality at a global level. He added that once a product is branded an Indian brand, it should demonstrate to the world that it is of superior quality.
It's time that India demonstrates to the world our leadership position and the commitment of quality once a product is branded an Indian brand, it should demonstrate to the world, oh, it's an Indian product, it has to be good. That's what you and I have to work towards. We have to propagate this brand India both in India and internationally and create pride for our brand. I have suggested that it should be a joint partnership between industry and the government to expand the Brand India program, and I invite FICCI to be a part of this initiative.
Piyush Goyal also said that government is working hard to create the first genuine single window system in terms of compliances and ease of approval process.
But I'm trying to create the first genuine single window in terms of compliances and ease of the approval process. I'm hoping this will be a window which doesn't open into 10 doors behind it. We are making every effort. I have a whole dedicated team working on this. I'm pushing them hard. They're seeking more time. I'm keeping on compressing the time. We do hope to come up with a much easier process to meet with the compliances while simultaneously working across ministries to see if we can reduce the burden of compliances.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that the situation at the LAC this year turned into a disturbing one as the other side violated the agreements of respecting the line of actual control. He added that such action has seriously impacted public sentiment in India regarding China.
What has happened is not actually in the interest of China, because what it has done is it has significantly impacted public sentiment. I have seen the evolution, professionally I've seen the evolution of, how the Indian public feels about China over the last many decades. The real danger is that the goodwill which was so carefully, developed will dissipate. But I also would say that yes, we are being tested. I have every confidence that we will rise to the occasion. We will meet that national security challenge. But beyond that, at this time, I would really, frankly, keep my own counsel.
Indian Military Academy in Dehradun held the passing out parade of its outgoing officers today. A total of 395 gentlemen cadets of the 147 regular course and 130 technical graduate course, including 70 gentlemen cadets from 9 friendly foreign countries, successfully passed out from the portals of the Indian Military Academy, overcoming all challenges of COVID-19. While addressing the passing out parade at IMA, the reviewing officer, Vice Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General S.K. Saini, exhorted all to dedicate themselves to the service of the nation. He urged them to remain ready to face all threats that our country might be required to counter at present and in future.
I see uncertainty, competition and confrontation on the horizon. You will be repeatedly called upon to safeguard the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the country from both external and internal threats. We see weapons proliferation, non-state actors peddling conflict, and expansionist global ideology and asymmetric threats perforating the peaceful fabric of the society. In such a world, we will have to strive hard to keep the peace, uphold the rule of law, and keep faith. I am confident that you will rise to this challenge.
The Officers Training Academy in Gaya held its 18th passing out parade, marking the magnificent end of the training of military officers. Beats of Sare Jahan Se Acha reverberated across Gaya's Officers Training Academy in Bihar, with cadets marching and matching their footsteps with each other. A total of 22 cadets of Special Commission officers have been commissioned into the Indian Army today. 98 cadets of the Technical Entry Scheme have also successfully passed their basic military training from the Academy. These cadets have also been inducted into the Indian Army as officers. The passing out parade of the outgoing officers of the Military College of Electronics and Mechanical Engineering was also held in Hyderabad. Lieutenant General T.S. Narayanan reviewed the parade and facilitated the felicitated the cadets of the current batch. Captain Rishabh Shankar was awarded the Sword of Honor and Gold Medal for overall performance in cadet training. Today is the fifth anniversary of the landmark Paris Climate Agreement. It is an agreement within the United Nations Network Convention on Climate Change, dealing with greenhouse gas emissions, mitigation, adaptation and finance. Its goal is to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels. In a tweet, the United Nations has said the fifth anniversary of historic Paris Agreement is an important moment to renew climate action commitments to help us make the transition to a cleaner, healthier and more prosperous future for all. To mark the day, the United Nations and United Kingdom and France will be holding the Climate Ambition Summit 2020 in partnership with Chile and Italy today. The summit will be highlighting the fast-growing coalition of countries, cities, regions, businesses and investors committing to net zero emissions and boosting ambition in climate finance and resilience and adaptation. The summit will also feature leading examples of countries producing concrete near-term plans and policies to deliver on their longer-term climate ambition. The summit is a major step on the road to next UN Climate Conference or COP26, which will be held by the UK next November in Glasgow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the Global Climate Summit this evening. In view of the security lapses that allegedly led to the attack on BJP President JP Nadda's convoy in West Bengal, the centre has called 3 IPS officers from the state on central deputation. They have been asked to report to the Ministry of Home Affairs. On Thursday, BJP President JP Nadda's convoy was allegedly attacked with stones and bricks while on its way to Diamond Harbour in Kolkata in West Bengal. Bodoland Territorial Region or the BTR in Assam seems to be heading towards witnessing a big political change this time, as ongoing counting of recently concluded BTC election indicates emergence of UPPL led by former President All Bodo Students Union Pramod Bodo as one of the biggest political party in the region. UPPL, formed in 2015, has dominated this election as per the counting trend till 2 p.m. with maintaining its lead above 21 seats out of 20 in the council since morning. On the other hand, 3-time ruler of BTC, BPF, is leading just in 5 seats, who face a strong rivalry from the BJP this time, even though they are maintaining their alliance in the state government so far. BJP too made their strong presence felt in this election by leading in 11 seats, fielding just 26 candidates. Voting is being held in Goa today for the 48 Zilla Panchayat constituencies. Voting, which started around 8 a.m., will conclude at 5 p.m. Voting is taking place at 453 polling stations in North Goa and 405 in South Goa. 39.06% voter turnout was registered till 2 p.m. in Goa Zilla Panchayat elections. All COVID precautions are being taken as per SOP issued by the State Election Commission. COVID patients are allowed to vote in the last 1 hour using PPE kits. And let's now take a look at the update from the COVID-19 situation from across the country. 33,494 recoveries were recorded yesterday, taking the cumulative total of recovered patients to 93,24,328. With this, the recovery rate currently stands at 94.89%. India's 3-pronged strategy of test, trace and treat is proving to be a success. The fatality rate has dropped to 1.45%, with 1,42,628 deaths recorded so far. The number of active COVID-19 cases in India stand at 3.66% of the total cases reported so far. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has authorized Pfizer BioNTech coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. Making the announcement through Twitter, President Donald Trump said that the first vaccines will take place in less than 24 hours. He added that millions of lives will be saved through the vaccine that has been approved within 9 months. He also congratulated scientists and others associated with the development of the vaccine. Trump also called that Americans will get the virus vaccine for free.
And I'm proud to say that we have made sure that this vaccine will be free for all Americans. Through our partnership with FedEx and UPS, we have already begun shipping the vaccine to every state and zip code in the country. The first vaccine will be administered in less than 24 hours. The governors decide where the vaccines will go in their state and who will get them first. We want our senior citizens, healthcare workers, and first responders to be first in line. This will quickly and dramatically reduce deaths and hospitalizations.
Earlier today, Mexico also approved the emergency use of Pfizer's COVID vaccine. Pfizer's vaccine has already been approved by regulatory bodies in Canada, Bahrain and the United Kingdom. Mexican government has already inked an agreement with Pfizer to acquire 34.4 million doses of its COVID-19 vaccine, with the first batch expected to arrive this month. Iranian dissident journalist Ruhollah Zam, who was convicted of fomenting violence during the 2017 anti-government protests, was executed on Saturday. Iran state television reported. Iran's Supreme Court on Tuesday upheld the death sentence of Zam, who was captured in 2019 after years in exile. France and human rights groups have condemned the Supreme Court's decision. The son of a pro-reform Shia cleric, Zam fled Iran and was given asylum in France. And that's it in this newscast. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.